Hi, this diagram is a different example of a Druid reading that is called a elemental reading. You can see it starts in the center here with the self. You move over to intellect and go clockwise to the senses, emotions, and the intuition. It's a little bit simpler, so I'm just gonna do this for you now here, and very good. The first place of the self is Earth Dragon. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And in the east, we have a hare, and south, there is a fox. And now, moving on, we'll go to the west. There is the bear. And in the north, and two intuitions, is the blackbird. So this might not pertain to you, your individual self, but this is just like a synopsis or a snapshot, if you will. This is not a prediction or some kind of a recollection that you absolutely have to connect with, but if some of it is meaningful or has some details for you, just let me know. All right. So in the first space with the Earth Dragon is power, potential, and riches. Those go in hand with like kind of knowing one's worth, knowing what your integral values are, maybe not being compromised in different activities or different social standings, kind of maybe knowing your place is a good representation of the Earth Dragon. He's kind of, he knows what his good, where he's invested and like where his treasure is. You can see all of his stuffs there. It's a lot. And the intellect with the hare, we have Gier in Celtic, the rebirth, intuition, and balance. So again, another very good space for that, because in the realm of the intellect, there is, a lot that can be said for foresight or just having good founded intuitions. And that is something that the hare is exemplary of. The fox in the south, and sensuality is kind of signifying here the cunning, diplomacy, and wildness. So it's a good thing of temperaments too. I think from here, from a sensual side of things too, because the fox is cunning so much as it isn't caught, it isn't entrapped. It's not really cunning to be like deceitful or cruel to anything. It's just, kind of a little bit sly, just not in order not to be captured or hunted. So it's a good thing for the senses, or for the sensual areas. And then the bear is in the emotions, and he is really the primal power. He's known as art, sovereignty, and intuition married with instinct. The bear is the raw forces of life that are the driving forces behind inspirations or ideas. So that emotional state in that position is significant of stronger, heavier emotions. And last space in the north, intuition, our blackbird, he is druid dupe and enchantment gateway and the inner call. So what this leaves a resolve with is finding things for the beauty that they may contain, or seeing the true nature of things for their authenticity, and finding solace in simple everyday things that make you feel better. Those kind of things are what foster and nurture those kind of things. It really does come full circle to like where you look at where the hare was with those intellectual intuition drives, and then we have the balance of what the bear has. There are too many emotions for us to deal with, but you know the fox knows where the doorway leads to because we have this security or this foundation that we know where we stand and we know what we're worth. So I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I really hope you have a great holiday season. If you'd like to see any more of these types of videos, I can do other types of readings also. All right. Be safe. Have a good one.